All right, welcome back to the Jason Gray Show. Washington State has gone crazy. Gun laws don't work, people. So let's talk about this. So they've banned AK-47s, AR-15s, shotguns that have 8 shells in them that are semi-automatic. They've said, no bueno. Can't have those things anymore. So let's talk about this and how this is going to affect you as a gun owner, or just in general, right? And just gun rights in general, and how this has not worked in other states. So it is almost impossible now to find parts for your guns that are these sort of style guns. If you need a spring, or you need a bolt, or you need a muzzle, or you need anything for these guns, can't find them. You won't be able to buy them in the state anymore. You're going to technically have to go over to Idaho and go ahead and get your parts and then bring them back. Now, the funny thing, the only thing that's really registered in these guns are typically the triggers, right? So most of us think of like AR lowers, and you got the trigger mechanism, and that's the thing that's registered with the government. But they're banning like parts for these guns as well. So you got to take a look at the gun shops as well. How much of their revenue is derived from these style of guns? Maybe 10 or 15%. And is there any manufacturers in the state of Washington that now can't actually produce these products, or they have to export them, or whatever? There's some lingering effects on any laws that are changed, and this one will affect that industry as well. And so you take a look at, we are going to be the 10th state in the union that has actually done some type of assault rifle ban. And you got to ask yourself, is we do have a Second Amendment right, and it's a protection for us, not only for, it really protection for us to protect us against tyranny, right? And so in doing so, this, I would have to imagine, is going to get flipped over from the state, or from the Supreme Court. And my friend Kevin had pointed out to me, and he helped me do really all this information you guys are receiving. But he pointed out, it's like the marijuana laws in other states. They're superseding what the federal government is coming out, and they're coming out with their own state laws. So I sort of see these points on how they're coming up with. So I'm hoping the Supreme Court flips this around. There are many lawsuits throughout the United States in regards to these things that are happening in other states. Now, as of this passing of this bill, it sounds like as of last night, there was already 3 lawsuits filed to overturn this or put a hold on this ban. So we'll see how those come about. But if you take a look at other states, like my perfect example is Chicago, right? They've got the strictest gun laws in the country, and they've got a massive, massive gun problem. And the problem is people just have to sort of sit back and go, the bad people are always going to get the guns, people. They don't care about laws. They don't care about the rules. They don't care about anything else. I'm okay with, having some type of gun laws and gun protections in regards to maybe some, like, if you buy a gun, maybe you do need to get some training before you have a gun. You can have a car, maybe the same thing. I don't see anything wrong with something like that. I don't see anything wrong with having a national registry. I don't have a problem with you've done a felony, you can't get a gun. I don't have a problem with unfortunately, if you have some mental illness that you don't get a gun. I'm okay with some of those basic restrictions to maintain, but there's no reason why you need to ban these assault rifles, unfortunately, or a shotgun. They can be used as hunting rifles, and they can be used as protection. I have every right to protect myself. If you have a situation happening at your house and you call 911, a lot can happen in that 2 minutes to an hour before they get to your house. So if you need to protect yourself, I think you have every right as a citizen to protect yourself. And so I think this is way overblown. This is not going to help. It's not going to help the Washington State citizens. Trust me, if the bad people that are shooting people are going to get guns, they're going to get guns regardless of whatever laws that you pass. And I just don't see why they cannot see around this. So anyways, I want you to like and subscribe. I want you to give me your opinions if you love having the Second Amendment rights that you have, or you hate what's going on in this country in regards to guns. I would love to have your comments below. I'm a Second Amendment. I'm totally 100% for Second Amendment. I think you have every right to protect yourself in this country, no matter where you're at in the United States. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.